Change sounds beautiful, but it feels uncomfortable. When Arham decided to stop showing off, it wasn't easy. For years, he had built his identity around noise, around being seen, around proving himself. Now, suddenly, silence felt strange. In meetings, he had to stop himself from interrupting. When someone praised him, he resisted the urge to exaggerate. When he achieved something, he fought the temptation to post it. His fingers would hover over the post button, but he would pause and close the app. It felt like withdrawal, because attention had become his addiction. At first, something unexpected happened. People stopped reacting to him as much. No dramatic posts, no loud jokes, no self-praise, and strangely, he felt invisible. One evening, he sat alone in his room. "No one notices me anymore." That voice came back. The same old fear, the fear of being nothing, but then another thought followed. Were they noticing you before? Or just your noise? That question hit hard, because deep down he knew. They weren't admiring him. They were reacting to him, and reaction is not respect. Without distraction, Arham had time. Time to improve, time to learn, time to build. Skills quietly, he started waking up earlier, reading books instead of scrolling, practicing presentations instead of boasting about them, studying his weaknesses instead of defending them. He stopped saying, "I already know," and started saying, "Teach me." That one sentence changed everything, because ego blocks growth, but humility invites it. Months passed. One day, a major project came at work. Complicated, high pressure, everyone was nervous. Earlier, Arham would have said, "Don't worry, I'll handle it." But this time, he simply said, "I'll do my part properly." No big promises, just steady effort. He stayed late, double-checked details, fixed errors quietly, no announcements. On the final presentation day, the client was impressed. After the meeting, his manager said, "Arham, your preparation saved this project." There was no applause, no loud celebration, just calm appreciation. And strangely, it felt deeper, more real, more satisfying. Because this time, the respect was earned, not requested. Years later, Arham attended a school reunion, and there he saw Samir. Still calm, still simple, but now successful. Samir had built a company quietly, no flashy posts, no bragging, just results. Arham walked up to him. "You were right." Samir smiled. "About what?" "About not competing with anyone." Samir replied, "When you compete with others, you chase attention. When you compete with yourself, you build excellence." That sentence stayed in Arham's heart. Arham finally understood something powerful. Showing off is loud insecurity. Real confidence is quiet stability. When you know your value, you don't need to announce it. When you trust your growth, you don't rush for validation. When you respect yourself, you don't beg for applause. Confidence doesn't scream, "Look at me." It whispers, "I know who I am." Life always tests growth. One day, a new employee joined the office, young, talented, and loud. Very loud. He reminded Arham of himself, bragging, interrupting, showing off constantly. People seemed impressed at first. Arham felt something rise inside him. Old jealousy, old insecurity. But this time, he smiled. Because he understood now. He didn't feel threatened, he felt aware. Instead of competing, he focused. Instead of reacting, he observed. Months later, the same pattern repeated. The loud employee made big claims, but couldn't deliver consistently. Arham quietly continued growing, and eventually, guess who was promoted? Not the loudest, the most reliable. Arham learned a universal truth. People may clap for noise, but they trust consistency. They may be attracted to flash, but they stay loyal to substance. Noise shines fast, but fades faster. Silence builds slow, but lasts longer, like fireworks. Versus sunrise. Fireworks explode loudly for seconds. Sunrise comes quietly, and lights the whole world. One night, Arham sat again with his father. Years had passed. He said softly, "Abu, I understand now." His father smiled. "Understand what?" "That real gold doesn't make noise." His father nodded. "You were never weak, Beta. You were just afraid of being ordinary." That sentence unlocked something deep. Yes, he was afraid that if he wasn't extraordinary loudly, he would be invisible. But now he knew ordinary effort done consistently creates extraordinary results, quietly. Arham stopped chasing attention and started chasing excellence. He stopped performing and started becoming. He stopped proving and started improving. And something beautiful happened. He didn't just gain respect from others. He gained respect from himself. And that is the highest level of success, because when you respect yourself, you don't need the world to clap.